Thursday, the 23rd of January 2025. The US session has just opened. I had left a short trade open in the UK 100. We got stopped out. So 4 for 4 in the morning of our trades got stopped out. That will happen sometimes, and that is why risk management is so important. So not a great start to the day, but it's a new session, so let's see. I have entered 2 swing trades here in gold, so low size, planning to let them run and see where they can go. I do have a take profit at previous day high for one of them, and the other I plan on letting run for more than a day. I do think that we can attack this recent high, which is the all-time high, and maybe even post a higher high here. So I will be looking for this trade to run. The stops are here for both. And now I will be focusing on the US indices mostly, but I also have a trade prepared for the DAX. So we will be looking at the second 5-minute bar in the Dow, and we will take a trade when that bar breaks. We will also be looking at the first 15-minute bar in the Nasdaq, the fourth 15-minute bar in the S&P 500, and the second 15-minute bar in the DAX. Whenever these break, we will follow price in that direction. So I will wait for the completion of the second 5-minute bar in the Dow, and we'll bring you back then. I also wanted to talk about the reasoning for these swing trades here. I was quite surprised to see such an aggressive move to previous day low, and then we also recovered quite rapidly, and I think this trapped a lot of people long, and then we made another move down. It was quite strong as well, but then we retraced back into the range, and when I saw this, when we started trading above previous day low again after this dump here, I decided that this was an appropriate spot for a swing trade. I didn't want to do a normal day trade here because I think the stop loss needed to be here, and we would be risking too much. So instead I went for a swing trade, and seeing the strength here, I decided to add to it. So we do have quite a bit of exposure here, so we'll see where we are later in the session. But hopefully we can carve our way towards previous day high, and I think if we do that, we can definitely move towards this high overnight and tomorrow. So let's see how that unfolds. Second 5-minute bar started to form, and I'll bring you back when we have that close to completion. The second 5-minute bar has completed in the Dow, and I have placed a buy order above and a sell order below using the 5-point cushion. So whichever way we get filled in first, that is the trade we are taking. Fully mechanical. We have been rallying for some days, so I would probably favor a long trigger here, but obviously I am just following price action here, and this is what the strategy calls for, so this takes a lot of guesswork out of the equation. You're just following a mechanical strategy. And we have gotten triggered long here. So we will just place the stop loss in the place of the short order, delete the short order, And we are risking just $34 in this case. I didn't want to go too aggressive on the size because this is a very good trigger, but it can be tricky. And I will target 100 points, which is very reasonable compared to past data from the previous 2 weeks, where this has worked very well. And we have 100 points right here, so we are risking $35 to make 60. So almost a 2-to-1. This particular trigger hasn't worked well yesterday, but it has worked very well in the past 2 weeks overall. So now I'm looking at this UK 100, and this is the ideal zone of reversal here. Looking at the daily, I am going to try a short position here, risking very little again, just $35 stop loss. And I will be very ambitious with this, and target close to the daily lows here. So I'm risking 35 and targeting $100 here, and I'm keeping this order in place as well because research shows that if we break this opening bar, there is a very good chance we continue going lower. So we'll keep it like that. The Dow is retracing a bit, but nothing too scary as of yet. Gold is also retracing a bit, but we're quite far off the stops here. So we'll just let them run and see what happens. And we're 1 minute away from completing the first 15-minute candle in the Nasdaq. I will also wait for that and place the orders. So I'll bring you back. Okay, I have placed the orders above and below after the first 15-minute bar completed here. Gold is retracing a bit, sadly here, but need to stay patient. Looking at the daily outlook, this is still pretty bullish, and we closed above this area of resistance, so I'm not too concerned yet, but obviously I would have liked for the response to be a bit stronger than it is. And the Dow is breaking out now. We'll have to stay patient here as well. The only extra thing that we need to be careful here with the Dow is that usually this has to work quite fast, because the Dow does like to do a reversal in the first 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes of auction. So I would like to see us get here in the next 15 to 20 minutes. If not, I might close it early at that point, but we'll see. The reversal generally happens when we are at a key level though, so if we just continue going upwards here, I might just let it run. So that's my thought process as of now. We'll also wait for the second 15-minute bar in the DAX to complete. And yeah, gonna bring you back for that. A little update here. We have completed the second 15-minute bar in the DAX. So I will quickly place the orders here. Orders placed. The Dow isn't looking so good. Generally, you really want to see this work a lot earlier, but I will let it run now. We're just risking 34, so it's really the reason why I'm choosing to go lower on this particular entry, because it is a bit more volatile. And gold has spiked back up here, so let's hope it holds this time around. This is a very nice reaction here. So this means that this demand zone is quite strong now. And we should favor seeing price to keep going up here. And in the Dow, we might be just trying to retest previous day high and the London session highs, which should act as support. And this is a bit of what we're seeing now, so let's just hope that we can reverse this. But if not, it's not a big issue either. And the UK 100 is also trying to go back and retest this high. Also risking 35 here. I'm very happy with our risk to these trades. So letting everything run, and we'll see how we do in the end. And I'll bring you back when something exciting happens. Still waiting for a fill here in the Nasdaq and the DAX. So I'll just manage these positions and bring you back when we have something of interest. So this is a key moment here, because we have gone back up and kind of double topped. So I am moving stop loss to break even here, because from experience, if we go back down here, it means we are just double topping and retracing. So you are like 30 points in profit, but if we retrace completely, then I'm okay with just getting out for break even here. I think 30 points is a good cushion that if buyers are strong here, we aren't going to go back to our entry point again, because we did flush below and we did make another attempt at breakout, and we just perfectly double topped here. So I am fully aware that we can retrace here, and I do think that if we get back to the entry, there's a good chance we just sell from here. So I'm just managing the trade aggressively based on previous experiences with this particular entry and what generally happens in the Dow at this precise hour, especially when we have a double top. So if I weren't long now, I would actually be tempted to attempt a short position here. And if I get stopped out for break even, that's fine as well. We gave it a good chance. And like I said, for this trade, generally you want to see a positive result happening faster. And it hasn't really been the case. Now, if we get stopped out and then we rally, that's also a possibility, and it's fine. It's a conscious decision I'm making here to manage risk. And it's not made out of fear or anything, but it's made out of research and knowledge about how this index works and how it behaves in situations such as these. And I do think we're going to get stopped out here, which is unfortunate. Yeah, but I think we executed that well. And we did just get triggered long here in the DAX after almost getting filled short. So this is why the cushion is so important. Placing the stop in its place, risking $40. And just checking now, Generally, I make around 50 points on this entry when it works. So we'll target 50 points. This is 50 points, so targeting $67, risking 40. 1.5 R&R, it's very nice. And we are at all-time highs again, so let's see. If I see a lot of strength here, I might even let it run more and remove the TP and try to get more from it, but let's see. The price action isn't really that encouraging for the NASDAQ and for the SPX. This is very range bound. And we're just going up and down here like a ping pong ball. And it's not really looking great for gold as well, but gold has this tendency of looking very, very weak and undecided right before breaking out strongly. So I'm not too worried about this gold trade as of now. I do, however, need to see a reaction here in the UK 100. This is the last chance for this trade. And it would be unfortunate. I was kind of short today quite a bit, as I was short in the morning and I'm short now again. And it might not happen. And that's fine. I think my reasoning for it is sound here. It was the first bearish closing. Even if it didn't close below this, I thought that this showed a bit of weakness and a high likelihood that we would reverse around here, but it doesn't look like it's happening. So this will be minus 35 when it happens. And let's see, with the NASDAQ trade, I am a bit concerned that we might get filled long and stay in this range. If that happens, if we get filled long and then we retreat back into the range, I might close it early for a smaller loss than just letting it run to the opposite end. But let's get there and see what happens. And we did in fact get stopped out here of the Dow, of the UK 100. Unfortunate. So this rally was quite strong, and this pullback was not strong enough, so we'll stay clear of this index for the rest of the day, keeping this order in place, but I don't think we'll reach this level now. Yeah, letting these run, and also looking for the fourth 15-minute bar in the SPX. Still a bit of time to go. We're just at the third 15-minute bar, and it will complete in 1 minute. So 15 minutes from now, we will also be placing orders in the SPX. I have decided to attempt a short here. We revisited the high again and rejected. So I'm shorting here, placing a small stop here, risking just $25, targeting this area here, targeting $45. So again, nothing too outrageous. But I do think that this price action now favors somewhat of a reversal here. So let's see. Complicated price action all around. I might not take the SPX trade, but we'll see. We're in a clear channel here. And I might actually just trade the channel instead of trading the breakout or breakdown of the bar. But yeah, I'll bring you back when we're closer to that moment, and we'll keep managing these positions. We have completed the fourth 15-minute bar in the SPX, but I will wait with placing the orders here. We are once again very close to all-time highs, and I'm just not that comfortable with going short here unless I see a clear break of this channel now to the downside. So I would just rather wait for that and go short manually when that happens, if that's the case. Or else I would prefer to just go long above here. So let's see, I will place the long order. And if we close below this channel, I will go short. So just adjusting the execution of the entry a bit. In this particular case, the UK 100 has finally started to retrace here. It would be a bit annoying if I just miss out here for a couple of points, but that happens, of course. I had quite a tight stop loss. I could have gone higher, but that's fine. Let's see what happens. I said that I wasn't going to go back into a trade in this index today, and I will keep that word unless we get filled here. So we are bouncing back up exactly at the channel, bottom. That's actually quite a strong reaction. Let's see. I'll bring you back. So we have been filled along with the Nasdaq, and we are starting to retrace in the Dow as well. So I think once again we will just have to be a bit more aggressive with the stop loss in the Dow. I would just lower it to today's New York session highs, and we're just risking $18 now if it retraces all the way back up, because the other indices are showing strength now, and we have been filled long in the SPX as well, so we wouldn't have been filled short, but by not placing the order, I wanted to avoid a spread fill here, because I was afraid of exactly this. But now we need to see strength here, and we need to see if we can actually reverse this, or actually break out of this, is what I mean. We're going to target the highs here. We are risking $28 to make 51, and we'll manage this as we go. Gold is once again attempting to break out here. Like I said, gold does this a lot, so I'm not too concerned. I do expect this to go higher. And the DAX is also trying to go higher here, so let's just be patient and see how this plays out. The breakout in gold is happening now. So we just need this to hold and just keep steady and validate the supply here, and we might actually get the previous day high today before the session closes. The other trades are looking okay. We're attempting breakouts. Of course, some selling is happening, so we just need to see that the buyers are stronger, hopefully. And hopefully we break out of this channel as well. So I'll update you when we have a clearer picture. A little update here, we are rallying in the indices. Maybe not as clear in the Nasdaq, but the SPX and the DAX are doing quite well. And as a reminder, we are at all-time highs here. And we are shooting for the all-time high in the SPX as well. So let's hope that the strength continues. Still some way to go till our target. Gold is retracing a bit, but let's see, this isn't really too worrisome yet. So just need to stay patient. Looking better. Getting close to a TP and SPX here. We're like 3 points away, hopefully we get it. And as I say that, we just retrace a bit, of course, but we'll stay patient. The Nasdaq is a bit slower today. And I just realized I haven't placed a target here. I think 100 points is possible in the Nasdaq. 100 points would be this. So we are targeting $60 and risking 37. Ambitious, no doubt, but the research supports this, so we will keep it like this. And gold hopefully marches on from here as well. I will let these run into tomorrow if we don't get close to previous day high today. So let's see, hopefully when I bring you back we have a take profit hit in the SPX. An interesting few minutes here. We had a very strong pull down and then back up. No idea what it was really based on or what was the cause, but this is the 1 minute chart. So hopefully we can hit a TP here just to get a win under our belts. Very close in the DAX here. And as you know, if you've watched any of my previous videos, I dislike manually closing trades, especially so close to TP. You're probably teaching yourself to be too reactionary and afraid of reversals so close to a win, but I think generally you just have to let things play out. Of course, if we stumble around here for like an hour, then that's a different discussion. Gold is also reacting nicely. Yeah, we basically did a very quick flush to stop people who are trailing their stop loss, I guess. I'll be patient here. I have closed the DAX trade on the second attempt now. So a nice win here finally. Hopefully we do keep grinding forward and hit TP and SPX here. Nasdaq seems the weakest of them all. It's a bit weird, but it can happen sometimes, of course. And we might just be hitting TP and the SPX now. Let's see if we can do it. Just need like half a point. Yep, and there it is. TP hit. We'll leave the Nasdaq alone. Maybe it will shoot up eventually. It is a bit weird that it's so weak compared to the SPX. Usually these indices are quite correlated. And the gold trades are looking good as well. We're slowly grinding upwards. So I'm gonna let these run. And I think that will be enough from me for today. It's a nice recovery in the US session for sure. After what was a very difficult day before that. As always, just look at this run of losing trades. Had I risked more, the account would have been in danger. So this is why this strategy works for me very well. We are $100 in profit in the, or actually no, we're a bit less because we're like $65 in profit so far in the US session plus the open trades. But I will update you on the result of these tomorrow because I'm letting them run and we might be hours away from any type of resolution. So I will just end this video now, and hopefully you've managed to learn something about execution and managing trades and applying the strategy, even if perhaps this isn't your strategy or this isn't a strategy you want to employ. It is a mechanical strategy based on research and based on very clear rules of risk and targets. And hopefully me showing you this teaches you a nice way of passing an account and a nice way of managing your positions and your trades. And if you like this type of trading and these videos, please like and subscribe. As always, this isn't investment advice, it's just me journaling my trades and my ideas and taking you along for the ride. Hopefully I will show you how I pass this account by using mechanical entries mostly. And the DAX is actually exploding now, so. But yeah, obviously after I hit my target, I don't really care. I realize that we are at all-time highs. But this isn't something we can really anticipate. And I do have periods when I let my trade run without a take profit. You saw this yesterday in a UK 100 trade that I had. So I sometimes do that as well, but it wasn't the case today, and that's fine. I'm letting gold without a TP, one of the entries. So we'll see. Signing off for now. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow.